Has anyone else ever dreamed about being able to go into space and explore the open universe? I would imagine it's like scuba diving, where you're floating around just looking for cool things that are yet to be seen. Currently, space travel is privatized, with only a select few capable of reaching for the stars. Elon Musk is one of those select few whose dreams to colonize Mars, but it's hard to do so and the space industry is not yet public. So to kick things off, space travel needs to become public. It's currently a privatized industry that's very hard to get into, and once you're in, it's hard to work in. The more it opens up, the more resources that can be allotted to it, and the further we can advance our technology. Currently, the government does not fund the space industry enough, with only $22.6 billion being spent annually. Now this may sound like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it isn't. According to an article written by Clive Thompson at the New Republic, the article is called Monetizing the Final Frontier. NASA was flush with cash. At its peak, NASA was 4.4% of the federal discretionary budget, with an annual budget line of $135 billion in today's money. Obviously, things have changed, and space isn't on the front of the nation's mind anymore. However, in an article on CNBC written by Amanda Marcias and Michael Sheets, builders of rockets and satellites brought in $8.9 billion in 2020, with venture capital and angel investors continuing to pour funds into space businesses. This proves that it is still an important factor and has taken the private sector of the space industry to really push for more. So, how will we accomplish our goal? We need the government to make space travel more accessible to the general public by having a list of requirements and an increase in education on what to expect. This will help us advance more in our ability to commercialize space travel for a quick transport system around the planet. We will also need the government to supply the space industry with more funds. Elon Musk's SpaceX has its evaluation at $36 billion and has made a much further advancement for deep space travel than NASA has. An influx of funding going towards space will lead to even greater advancements than the stepping stones Elon has already graciously provided us. So, the vision for the future. Space travel should become the new normal, with transporting people and goods around the globe faster than anything we've seen before. And according to another CNBC article written by Michael Sheets, SpaceX plans to use its massive Starship rocket as a means of traveling from one place to another on Earth quickly, known as point-to-point space travel. Going around the globe in a matter of hours will be one of the greatest feats of mankind, and will help our civilization advance faster than ever. Rocket launchers will also become cheaper and more efficient than what we've seen thus far, and everything, all the prices will be lowered, like for rocket fuel and for the resources necessary to build the rockets. Space travel to other planets will also be accessible for the large majority of the population, with inexpensive courses and tickets being sold to go to and from Mars. All of this will inevitably lead to more jobs to manage for the space industry, lowering poverty, and help improve everyone's life. So to summarize, the government needs to become more involved with the space industry to make it cheaper and more accessible. This in turn will allow us to create a more sustainable future and an increased travel on Earth. And how do we accomplish this? In order to accomplish the dream for the future of mankind, we must become more engaged with where the government is allotting money and make sure more of it becomes involved with the space industry. Thank you.